Introducing Dr. Jackery Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City.
Yes. New York City is so great that starting from March 1, we are no longer using plastic bags in New York City. Oh yeah. No matter what you buy and where you buy it, nobody is going to give you a plastic bag. Isn't that something? Now, I don't know what problem you have in your city, but in New York City, our greatest problem is plastic bags. Are you dealing with coronavirus or Boko Haram? Are they the biggest problem you have? Is it coronavirus and corruption? Did you know that there is a connection between the two? I didn't know. I didn't know until Nigeria's anti-corruption chief, the Mugu, said it himself. Wait. Did I just call him Mugu? Sorry. What's wrong with me? I mean, Mr. Magu, until he said it. Watch him.
Your Excellency, corruption is worse than all the diseases now running about. And I strongly believe, Your Excellency, that even coronavirus is caused by corruption.
Yeah, go figure. Corruption and coronavirus together. Now, for us in New York City, plastic bags do not just kill fish in the sea. They kill unborn fish in lakes and in rivers and in Aso Rock swimming pool. Do they have swimming pool in Aso Rock? Do you know? I've never been to Aso Rock. Sometimes I wonder these kind of things. You know, maybe they have swimming pool and if the president needs to. Anyway, why am I going this way? Anyway, from now on, it is paper bags in New York City. Paper bags. They are degradable. You see, for those New Yorkers who sell pure water on the street, they have to figure out a way to put pure water inside paper bags. Trust New Yorkers, we will come up with viable alternatives. We will. Give us time. You see, necessity, they said, is the mother of what? Invention. Yeah. You see, take for example, this South African Minister for Communication. You know her, Stella Abraham. Look at her, nice woman. She reminds me of former Minister of Information, from Ghana, last administration in Ghana. Yeah. Anyway, Mrs. Stella Abraham was accused of taking her husband to Switzerland and New York at taxpayers' cost to celebrate their wedding anniversary. I'm like, what? Do they have conflict of interest in South Africa? You see, Nigerians were like, wait a minute. What do they mean by taxpayers' cost? They were wondering, are South Africans confusing national cake / oil money with something else? What are they talking about, taxpayers? Anyway, the minister fired back. Oh yeah, that she was on official assignment in New York and in Geneva, but that neither her nor her husband had ever been to Switzerland. I'm not making this up. Watch it.
That you flew your husband on taxpayers' money all the way to Switzerland in order to celebrate the anniversary of your wedding. Is that true?
What do you think? Do you think I would take my husband to a wedding anniversary in Switzerland? I had said on this matter as I issued the statement that apparently, the statement that you read, that I said I've never been to Switzerland, my husband has never been to Switzerland. We went to Geneva and New York to, of course, to do the work that I'm expected to do. It is a blatant lie, and as the journalist, please make your own investigation and get the reporter that wrote about that to provide evidence.
You see, I have never been to Kenya. I went to Mombasa to take care of some things for Tomato Juice some long time ago, but I never stepped foot inside Kenya. That's what she's saying. You see, you have to give it to her. At least nobody died when it was leaked to the media that she traveled with her husband at taxpayers' cost. Nobody died. Unlike Nigeria, where a director at Aso Rock, was killed last week. Did I say killed? Okay, depending on the paper you listen to. One was saying, some people are saying assassinated. She got home from work and she was dead. Oh yeah. Now, this happened a week after an Aso Rock memo leaked to Premium Times. The memo was smoking hot. In the memo, the National Security Advisor, General Babagana Monguno, he was putting his foot in the same trouser with General Muhammadu Buhari's remote control. Yes. Abba Kyari, you guys know him. Now, for those who do not know, Abba Kyari's day job is Buhari's chief of staff. But the truth is that he's actually Buhari's puppeteer. He's the one who pulls the strings, and Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not the one who is drawing the cartoons. I'm not the one doing it. I'm just reporting. All you Nigerians, you are the ones who are doing the meme, not me. Anyway, National Security Advisor General Babagana Monguno complained in the memo that Abba Kyari was frustrating efforts by the government to do something about this insecurity in Nigeria. Now, that is a code word for fight over contracts. They complain like that. And fight over contract is a code word for fight over money. When I say money, I'm not talking about money they need to buy the weapons, but the money that we get into the pockets of the alpha male who has the final say. And that's what I tell you kids. Make sure you are in a position to have the final say. In any way you are, make sure you are the top man. So the Buhari cabal is at each other's throat. For the same reason that Jonathan's cabal, Yar'Adua's cabal, Obasanjo's cabal were at each other's throat. Money. Now, Chief of Army Staff, General Buratai, you know him, came out on the side of Abba Kyari. Oh yeah. You know the first thing he did? He withdrew all the soldiers assigned to the office of the National Security Advisor. Transfer. Now, at the beginning, Babagana Monguno, you know, he had this intention. He wanted to cut Abba Kyari to size. Guess what happened? His office is now the one that is trimmed. It's amazing. It's being reported that Abba Kyari is the person stopping Buhari from sacking the service chiefs who have past their age of retirement, service and age of retirement. And they have no new ideas on how to solve the insecurity problems in Nigeria. Nothing. But Abba Kyari said they have to stay there. Look at them. Look at their product. You see, all this is happening while Nigeria is fighting war with Boko Haram and half a dozen militia all over northern Nigeria. What is Buhari doing while all this is going on? What is he doing? We got it. He is in the other room, picking his teeth. Nothing concern me. Now, to make sure that you do not join all those unpatriotic Nigerians who think that this NSA thing and the chief of staff fight is connected to the killing of that female director in Aso Rock, Nigerian police said they have arrested those suspects that killed the woman. Oh yeah, they said it. Clap for them. It's not easy. According to the police, the killers forgot their phone in their apartment and the police used it to track them. You see how convenient of those stupid criminals to forget their phone, Now, just like the suspects arrested in the killing of former Chief of Army Staff, General Bade. You remember that incident? Oh yeah, the Nigerian police will one day parade these new suspects. And that was the end of the case. Case closed. Nothing again will be heard about that matter. Nothing. Anyway, at least in Nigeria, we need conspiracy theories to put things together. Make things make sense. To put things together with conspiracy theories. But the same thing cannot be said in Kenya. In Kenya, a witness in a $395 million fake arms deal was found dead the other day. Oh yeah, they don't play in Kenya.
No way.
Oh yeah, they don't play. Sergeant John Kenney was supposed to be questioned by police on what he knew about the forgery, the forged certificates and the documents. A day before his questioning, he was found dead with a gunshot wound to the head in his house in Nairobi. Now, the sergeant was at work on the day the minister, who is now former minister, had a deal. His name is Rashid Echisa, visited the office of the Vice President, William Ruto, to discuss the arms tender proposed by an American company called the American Echo Advanced Technologies. Oh yeah, the former minister has been charged with forgery and swindling the Americans of over $100,000. As for the vice president, he said he had no idea what they discussed in his office. Just let him use his office, you know. You know the way I could just go to Keeping Area and say, can I use your studio and do something? She had no idea what I'm doing there, but you know, that kind of thing. Or all we know is that the man who was there when it all went down is dead. Politics is a deadly game in Africa. 2 weeks ago, I told you that the wife of Lesotho's prime minister was on the run after she was charged for murder in the killing of the other wife of the prime minister. He has 2 wives. They were fighting over who should be the first lady. One killed the other one and ran away. Guess what? The prime minister himself has also been charged for the killing. He announced that he will be stepping down in July. Now, he did not say he will be stepping down to go and face the music, you know, the charges. No. He said he will be stepping down due to old age. He's 80 years. Africa. Now, I don't understand why he's waiting until July, you know, to step down. If he was worried about, if it's about pension, he shouldn't worry. He could get pensions in prison, you know. He should. Because Oju Zokalo, our senator, is still getting his salary as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria while in prison. So what is the problem? You see, while some people are heading into prison, others are coming out. Uganda's university professor and activist Stella Nyanzi has been acquitted for insulting President Yoweri Museveni. Yeah, it's not easy. She could have been locked up forever. You know, in a poem posted on her Facebook page in 2018, she called Museveni a pair of buttocks that are not well aligned. He said that if Museveni is walking, one will be going like this, pew, pew, that they don't align. You know, if Museveni is walking, one will be going pee, pee, pee. She also abused Museveni's mom for carrying him for 9 months without kicking him out of the womb. I'm sure Museveni did not understand the poem, the unseen poem. Whoever interpreted it to him, to Museveni, told him that there was something he could do to put the poem back into where it came from. Good luck with that. So, on the day Professor Stella was released, the day she came out, her supporters flooded the prison and then they clashed with the prison guards. Just like Showere, prison officials wanted to rearrest her, but she escaped from the court. She was put into a car and they took her away. Look at the video.
A court in Kampala on Thursday overturned her conviction for cyber harassment of President Yoweri Museveni. Stella Nyanzi, a university researcher and writer.
Prison officers also wanted to hijack Stella and take her back to prison.
As the youth tried to protect her, she collapsed and fainted.
You see, with women like this, like Professor Stella Nyanzi, I wonder what Pete Edochie was thinking when he said this.
A young man who gets down on his knees to propose to a girl is not just an idiot, he's a bloody fool, he's a compound buffoon.
I'm not. Today's show is very serious. I'm not commenting. I'm not even talking to Pete Edochie. I'm not even commenting on why is that a problem. You know. Anyway, I'm not talking about that now. Just before you think everything is bad in Africa. No, it's not true. Uganda's president Yoweri Museveni and Rwanda's president Paul Kagame. These two, they like cows, but still they can't come together. Finally, they had a handshake at their border.
Wow.
Oh yeah. You see, the two, they've been fighting and arguing, arresting citizens of each other's country over matters about security at their border. You know, they come inside their country, they arrest people and put them in jail. Outside too, they arrest people from other countries. You know, that's what they do. That's their job. But for the first time, they came there and shook hands. Look at the picture. There's peace. And in South Sudan, we saw signs of early peace as the warring factions finally signed another agreement. Yeah, they sign every 6 months or 1 year, they sign another one. Now, but this one, the rebel leader will now become the first vice president of South Sudan. You see, imagine Buhari making Boko Haram leader Abubakar Shekau Nigeria's first vice president. That's more like what happened. Okay, now, for fans of Vice President Shibajo, you shouldn't worry, you should not worry, you know, he will remain audio vice president of administration, in charge of administration. What? That's what you people say now. I don't know how this comes. I don't understand that anyway. Now, if anyone says that Shibanjo has been suspended, he will come out and say the same thing the Olu of Igbo land said. Watch.
I want you to know, I want the world to know that there was no suspension. What happens today was to know, did you punch somebody? Did you assault a lesser Oba under you? And it was no. And the police, which is the AIG, was there to give the report. The government was there to give the report. The people that were there to give the report. And they said, Oluwo did not punch anybody.
Now, I have a question. Is that Oba Wilder or is he Fury? Which one is he? Because Obas now in Western Nigeria, they take it outside, you know, and if there's a problem, they settle it by punching each other, you know. Back to Shekau. In fact, Shekau becoming vice president could happen. The way Nigeria pampers repentant Boko Haram members, including recent Senate move to set up an agency of government to take care of them, I won't be surprised. You know, I won't be surprised. All he needs to do is to say, I have repented. I'm a new guy now. And then, come and be the vice president. Of course. Watch the general say.
An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. You see, Nigeria is taking care of repentant Boko Haram members, but not the families of soldiers who were killed fighting Boko Haram. The families have to go out there and protest so that they get the benefits that they needed, they deserved. They are not taking care of refugees. Refugees are still displaced people, displaced because of Boko Haram, because Boko Haram destroyed their homes. They're still in camps, but we're taking care of Boko Haram members. Who did this to us? Do you know? Now, just in case you think I am the only one crying foul, here is Senator Ali Ndume, baffled just like me. Watch him.
The war is not over, and some criminals that have been killing people, you go and say you are doing Operation Safe Corridor. It is after the war that when you win the war, or when people surrender, that you think about that. Well, people are living in camps, and then you are training people and you are giving them startup money. You are just saying that people should go and join Boko Haram, then come and repent.
You see, we need to start telling ourselves the truth. If there is going to be any hope for our redemption. Last week, the Emir of Kano, Sanusi Sanusi, continued to tell the truth. Because some people will not like what he said, I will just let him talk as both words of marble and my concern for today. Watch.
You're a governor in the north or a leader in the north, and if you are seen as normal in the sense that you continue to do what your predecessors have been doing the same thing which has been normalized, then there's something wrong with you. You are part of the problem. If the North does not change, the North will destroy itself. Listen, there will be a day when there will be a constitutional amendment that addresses this issue of quota system and federal character. The rest of the country cannot be investing, educating its children, producing graduates, and then they watch us, they can't get jobs because they come from the wrong state, when we have not invested in the education of our own children.
Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You hear yourself.
All right. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. We are now on 21,000 subscribers. You know, we want to make it 500 a week. That will help us. I know we need to do more, but can we just get 500 a week? You know, I'm still getting the report to 26% of you watching. Have you subscribed? Have you? You. Thank you. One click. Do I have to start with this? Do I have to? Okay. You know what? We have to give incentives. What incentives should we give them to subscribe, to click? I can come to your house and do it. You want to give me your address? I will come. What? Where? Oshodi. I know Oshodi now. Where? Where do you live? You. I'm talking to you. Where do you live? Olila? I can come. I used to live there. Where? Mombasa? I have friends there. Tell me. Dubai. Easy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hello! If you live in the UK or the US or in Canada or in Italy or in Ireland or Spain, and you send money to Nigeria or to Ghana or to Kenya or Tanzania or even Uganda, this is your lucky day. Download SendWave and use it to send money home. Join hundreds of thousands of others who are already using SendWave. SendWave is safe, secure, reliable, fast, and more importantly, it is free. Absolutely no fees. You know, for your first transaction, use the promo code DOCTOR and SendWave will add $5 or €5 or £5 to the money that you are sending home. Dash, just because you know me. Dr. Damages. What are you waiting for? Go and download it from your app store. Thank you.